Hey, this is Jersey Howard Co. and you're in my zone. So, I'm shooting this video tonight, because as every day approaches, okay, I talk to different people from all kinds of level, all classes in society. And one thing that is so apparent to me is the reason a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, the 97%, 98% of people out there, and the reason that the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer, it's not it's not obvious to see, okay? It's not obvious. But then once you understand this whole concept, because I need to get you, if you fall in this particular class, which I call the middle class amateur, okay? And as we all know, the word amateur means you just ain't professional, okay? You ain't one of us, right? Okay, so I'm speaking to you, of course, to my co-axis, but I'm also going to share this video to different people because they complain that they don't have enough money. They complain that they're scared they might be out of a job. They're complaining that they don't know how to get enough clients, customers, patients in their business. And I'm coming to a point where I am just had enough with this brainwashing of the middle class amateur. Okay, so let me build this up for the moment. So I was just talking to a wonderful lady, and she was telling me how today in her company, 3 of her artists came late. 30 minutes late or probably an hour late, all at the same time today. And she was asking, she was already telling them that that is unacceptable. And she began asking, what's the excuse? And she wanted them to handwrite the reason they were excused. And of course, being human beings, we have those excuses, right? But again, you cannot be wealthy and you cannot have excuses. Those two things are exclusively alone on its own. So, I'll tell you one thing from that story. Being late is unacceptable. Okay, it's so easy. It's so easy to rise up to the top of the world, in your industry, in your office, in your job, in your business. It's just so darn easy because everybody is acting and living and doing things amateur way. They're not being professional. Even coming late for 1 minute, 2 minutes, you gotta have an attitude that is unacceptable. Okay? The reason you're not making enough money, because dude, you ain't going on time. Forget time. You ain't going early. Okay? And you complain and have all these reasons why you were late. No. You cannot have your excuse. You must do whatever it takes to rise to the crop. I really like what Bob Proctor said in his book, You Were Born Rich. He was saying if you start doing certain things, you are going to be a giraffe in a field of mice. You're all the mouse. You're going to be a giraffe. People will notice you quickly because you just rise. Okay? Now, this is not an indictment to the middle class people. This is not an indictment to the rest of the majority of the mediocre class. Okay? This is an indictment to you. Unless you start beginning to do whatever it takes to get you to the top, whatever it takes, because people complain about they don't have enough money, they don't have, it's hard for them. I'll deal with this in different categories, okay? So number one, you're in a job, right? And hold on, job is not as bad as some network marketers tell you or some entrepreneurs. You can become rich in a job, okay? There are processes. If you're in a job right now, that's fine, but you got to know how to shine in that job, okay? So, are you going in early and are you leaving late? Because if you're complaining and you're going on time, you're barely making it early, and you're leaving, you're the first one out the door when 5 or 6 p.m. hits. Dude, you ain't gonna become rich. You ain't gonna get the promotion. Okay? Do you go to your employer? Do you go to your boss and say, hey, I want to do more stuff. What else can I do for you? What else needs to be done? Okay, I still have this stuff on my plate, but I want to ask you, what else can I do? See, because most people, they are satisfied doing what is required of them. Okay, what is required of them. So you're a web designer, you just do the web design. You don't want to do any sales or marketing. You don't want to help in the photocopy center. You're just satisfied doing your lot. And I'm asking you, got to go beyond the expectation of what people expect of you so that you can get their attention. Their eyes could be on you. Their conversations could be about you. But no, you're satisfied. So I remember a story. I forgot who told me the story. But if you're a janitor, I got it. It's my spiritual pop Creflo. If you were a janitor and you were asked to clean a room, right? And you clean it, don't for 1 minute think that you did a great job. Because first of all, that's what's required of you. A great janitor will clean the room that was expected of him, and he'll also clean the outside space beyond the room. See, most people are so darn non-excellent. You know, and I'm such a big believer of this thing called excellence. Because most people are not excellent. They don't have excellence. So sometimes I don't even have the compassion any longer. For the people who are poor, they want to go to me and for help and for friends. You know what? I don't even bother with that because you have some stuff about you that ain't excellence. You're not chopping chips away from your shoulders in your life so that you could become the kind of person that people find valuable. Okay? There are so many things in your job. Okay? I have people have come to me and said, Jersey, can I work for you? Okay? I've had people, and you know, during a process, 3 days, 1 week, and they sit down with me. I finally do the little hard talk. And really what they're after is money. They don't care about me or what I'm trying to do in the world to serve people. They care about their security. See, if there was a man or a woman who came to me and they know me and they know what I'm trying to do with my life, and they sit down and tell me, yo, Jersey boss, yeah, what can I do for you? Well, I wanna work with you, okay? And I don't want to work with you because you're gonna pay me. I don't care about the money, okay? We can talk about that later. I want to prove myself to you that I can help you expand your service to the world. I can help inspire people alongside with you. I'm going to be the greatest customer person of service that you ever had. I'm going to make you feel like that you cannot do what you do without me. I don't care if I'm hired or not. I'm probably going to take a second look about this person who comes to me that way. But no, most people are so concerned about themselves. Oh, I have a problem with my daughter. I have a problem with my family. I need money. Can you help me? You know what? There is no owner in the world who will give you that money because that's the way you approach them. Because you ain't excellent. You're an amateur. Okay? If you approach me and say, Jersey, I have my own life to live. And, I want to serve alongside with you. And, the money part, I can work for you for free to prove myself to you, okay? And in fact, it's not about the money. I don't want your money. I don't want you just to pay me just because it's a job. I want to prove to you that I'm going to earn that money that you're going to pay me. See, the language comes because of the mindset that you have about life and about yourself. Okay, now let's go to the second category. The second category, the people who are entrepreneurs, who have their own businesses. This applies to you the same way. So Hanny and I should talk about Hanny and how she became my personal assistant. I could talk to you about Lona and Ridge and why they were my team synergy in the yesteryears. But let me tell you, even in business alone, this stuff applies to you. Okay, Hanny and I, sometimes we have discussions, and she kind of already knows who the top players are from my circle. There are people who write us an email for a question, and they leave the email hanging without saying thank you, without confirming anything. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. So, see, the people, again, it's etiquette, 2 days. You must write your email back, Hoss. You don't leave the email hanging. You come to us with all your problems, we're trying to help you out, and then you don't even reply back to your email, and you call yourself a business person. Get out of town. You ain't gonna be rich nor successful. The way you treat your customers, the way you treat your clients, your patients, what are you doing? What are you doing, amateur? Huh? Because this thing of excellence is the same thing. Are you going to them? Okay, so you have a coaching practice and you're going to coach them 1 hour. You can ask almost every single client that I have. I always go beyond whatever was expected of me. But I've been more conscious of my time, because there are times that I just cut them off. But they know my heart is about service, because your attitude and your servanthood is much more important than your competence. Okay? Because I will rather hire compliance more than competent. Okay? And that's because it's easy to train people if they're willing, if they're obedient. Okay? I'm not talking about becoming a yes man. So as an entrepreneur, what do you do? Do you wait for, you don't even follow up with your customers, clients, patients. You don't do that because you feel like you're trying to be a salesy person. And guess what? The market is eating you up because you do not know how to dominate your market, because you are an amateur. Is this too hard? Let's get real, man. Is this too hard? I wish I could go into the commercial, because I want to throw something over to this screen to wake you up that there is a lot of people, and most of these people, they send out their resumes, they talk to people, they go to networking events, and they are, my goodness, all the same. There's not a level of excellence found in people, not one. That's why it becomes rare for people like me, people like Hanny, people like Alona, people like Ridge to stand out of the crowd. Okay, I wasn't looking for a personal assistant in 2012, 2011. I was playing poker. Hanny was one of the person that was on the table. Somehow we got into this debate with other players. And Hanny was on my side when we were in this debate. And basically, what she impressed me, she gave me a lot of her poker chips because I was out. Remember, this young girl was smart. She is competent when it comes to poker because she grew up. Her dad was a professional poker player. But we started having a relationship. We started talking to each other. And you got to understand, this Henny is pretty young. Okay, she's young for her age, but then she and I kind of just knew we got to work together. We got to be in a relationship somehow. Because she's cool, I'm cool. Hey, what do two cool people do? We become two dudes with attitude. Well, in her case, dudette. So, I remember one time, she says, is there any way I could work for you? I'm like, what do you want to do? What's up? She says, oh, because I really want to learn. I want to meet the people you're meeting. I just want to learn. And she's not even out of college yet. She's not even she's just starting her life, basically. But she went on. I don't know how she knew this, if she learned it from somewhere, but she went on and told me things that most people would not tell you. She said, I'm going to work for you for free. Can you just train me? Can you teach me? See, having a coachable spirit is always a plus. But then she started doing things that I did not know she was doing. The reason a lot of you people, a lot in my circle, loves Hanny, because she was studying my emails from the past. She asked Alona to send all our past emails. She started seeing how I respond to people. She started seeing my heart. She started seeing, and she really surprised me when she said, this is what you're going to say to this email. She started doing it. Most people wouldn't study that. See, you're coming in with your resume, right? And by the way, the trend is now most people don't care if you have a college degree or not. They really don't, unless you're in the professional industries like doctorship, engineering stuff. But really, in the long shot, who cares? You just wasted your pot of gold in the doctrination of your stupid education, or let me say edumacation, right? So, you go on with your resume and you tell people like, I'm a great website designer. I could do this for you. It's going to create more sales. See, that's the amateur. But that's what everybody does. A professional will do the same thing, but he will have already created a mock-up website. And he'll say, look, I created a website for you. Here's the mock-up website. This is what it can do. The person sitting there will be, wait, you wasted your time, 2 hours or 2 days to create a mock-up website, and we didn't even pay you or even ask you to. And you showed us. That's going to get more attention. If I ask you to send me a 1-minute video, and here you are sending me a 5-minute video, a 40-minute video, I don't care how great your video is, you did not listen to my instruction of 1-minute video. See, small things like this we test. The successful, wealthy people, we test you on different things. It's not what you think we are testing you on. But I'm telling you, if you go up, if you think you are unbelievable, you have a great work ethic, you can do certain things that most people can't, why don't you sell yourself in such a way? Because I don't care if we are hiring you or not, we will want to work with you. We will pay you top dollars to get you on our team. But I'm telling you, most of us, the other friends that I have, the other entrepreneurs that I network with, that's a problem. Most people are not rising to the occasion. They are more concerned about their security of money. They're more concerned about the safety that they have a job security. No one's really coming onto us and saying, hey, this is what I want to do for you. I want to help you create more revenue for your company. I want to help spread your word to the world. No one really does that. And it boils down to one thing. They don't understand this new economy is not based on how good you look, what college you went into, what skills you even have. It's more on the attitude. Will you rise to the top? Will you do whatever it takes to get you successful? Because our goal, as all entrepreneurs know, of course, is to grow our company, to grow our message, but we want you to grow. We don't want you to stand idle. Okay? IDLE. Hanny makes more money, okay? Hanny makes more money per year than most of these managers around the world. I can put her up against most entrepreneurs even. Because she has proven time and time again. Sometimes I know she wakes up at 2:30 in the morning, California time, to answer some of important emails that comes from Israel, that comes from Greece, that comes from Asia. Well, most of this other assistants, they'll say, well, I'm paid on time. Boo-hoo! That's why you ain't cashing the cash. That's why you ain't banking the money. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get it? Do you get it? Stop settling. Because you ain't supposed to be selling. Especially if you know me, if I know you, we're connected like this. You cannot. I refuse for you to stay where you are because you're lazy. You don't have a vision that clearly sets the standard for others to see. Let people talk about you. So what? People talk about Miley Cyrus like she was yesterday's clothing tide ultra. Who cares? This is about your life. What are you going to do with it? Because one thing I tell you, it's so darn easy to be rich, to be successful, to rise in your industry and dominate the market. All right? So you guys saw the email from CBN. They're trying to accept me to be part of the whole business circle. You know what? Because I did everything I did without even trying to get into that award. I was nominated. See, it's not because I am who I am. It's because the work ethic is there. I now wake up at 4:30 and 5 to start my day early because I might not look as good as you. I may not be as smart as you. Yeah, I'm on college grad. But if I can spend 2-3 hours more than you, I might be ahead more than you. Maybe. Yeah? So this whole thing is because I refuse and I will. It's unacceptable to me. Characters of the middle class, amateur, mediocre, who takes life just because that's what everybody's doing. Who says you need to eat lunch? While everyone's having lunch, why don't you work on your work and press the boss more? Okay? That's what Hanny does all the time. Sure, she is a big fan of hula hoops. Sure, she does her dances or whatever. But when it comes to work, where I'm concerned, she does a splendid job. The training for her is minimal. You can ask Alona, email Alona, and ask her, how hard was it to train Hanny? And she'll tell you it's like the easiest thing in the world because she had the heart, she had the desire, she had the attitude, the willingness to do whatever it takes. Do you get it? Do you get it? So tomorrow, or probably later, wherever you are in the world, I want you to start putting your mind to do more than is expected of you, to do everything in excellent manner, just washing the dishes. It's meditative. You're in the dishes, don't think about anything. Wash the dishes the most excellent way. Don't rush into anything. When you're talking to someone, be present. Talk to them, listen to them. Don't try to think of your stupid thoughts that you left your laundry, you forgot to floss your dog's teeth. Stop that crap. Okay? Because you are supposed to be on the $1 million currency, whatever, right now. Because the middle class will not survive the new economy. Okay? You got to start banking money. You got to start putting the paper on your hands. Okay? Because remember, cash flow is king. It's the holy grail of finances. You talk about income. Dude, I'm telling you what I know. You don't even know what you're talking about. You say revenue is key. Dude, you don't even know what you're talking about. You need cash flow. You got to stop spending your stupid money for dumb things. To impress your friends, to impress your family, and yet deep inside, you don't even have enough money or cash flow to get things going in your life. To give more, to save more, to reinvest in other things. Okay? I'm gonna rant a bit more about this issue, probably tomorrow or this week. But I want to put this out right now. Because whoever you are, if you're in a job, if you have your own business, as a person, I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you to be excellent in what you do and to always surprise people by doing more than is expected. Okay? I do it in my friendships with people. I do it in my work ethic towards my clients, towards the people I work with, towards my partners. I do it in every sense of the word. People can call me perfectionist. Who cares? I have more perfect money than you do. I have more of perfect zen than you do. You know what I'm saying? Do you get it? Do you get it? So, if you think I'm being a bit harsh here, let me know in the comments. If you think you agree with me, let me know too, okay? I'm just letting you know because I am so tired of people telling me it's really excuses why they cannot be where they are in life. 3 years ago, I was totally dead broke, had enough money to buy myself a MacBook, and I was scammed out of that money. I had to go inside myself, find a way to get me out, and 3 years later, I was banking money that most people would not believe. What can you do? And by the way, you have to remember, I was born an alien. I love sleeping because I need rest. But I'm up at 4:35 to get my day going. Okay? And I'm doing so many things in an hour that if you were with me, you wouldn't understand. And you want to tell me that you're going to make 20,000 a month. You want to do over 100,000 a year. And I look at your life and it's like, are you freaking kidding me? You look at your cell phone all the time. You listen to your stupid iPod. You're on your computer. You're on the fake book all the time. And you tell me you want to do that? Please, let's get real. You will not make that kind of money doing what you're doing. Because you just don't get it. So anyway, I'm out of here. This rant is over, but I'll be back. All right? Aloha.